Well, I've been riding the bike the last few weeks, well, actually the last couple of months, to work. Now, normally that's not a problem, you know, you ride it to work, come home and everything, and so that's fine. But what I've noticed recently is because I haven't been taking the bike out for fun, shall we say, my cornering ability has, well, become crap, to put it bluntly. And so I've come out early on a Sunday morning to practice some cornering up in the Surrey Hills. And then it started to rain. And for those who don't know, we've had a few days of really hot weather, and now it's started to rain. So what's happened is all, you know, the natural oils in the surface, or the road surface, come to the surface and mix with the wet weather to produce quite a slippery surface compared to normal. It's still fine to do decent cornering, but because of it I can't actually do any, you know, heavy cornering. So practicing is sort of out of the way now anyway. But the reason why my cornering ability is, you know, starting to suck is, I'm not going to do this a bit fast. I know I can do, but I'm not going to. The reason my cornering ability is starting to suck is when I've been riding around London, I've found myself, you know, in heavy traffic, sitting bolt upright, and even when I lean into a corner, my body's not leaning into the corner, my body's still staying upright. So instead of the bike leans into the corner, but I'm sitting upright still. Now the reason why I'm doing that when I'm in London is so I can see through the traffic and above the traffic, etc., so I can see where I'm going. But that doesn't help with any sort of cornering abilities, etc. So I've come out today just to, you know, have a little bit of a practice going around the corners. And why every time I come up here, there's some lovely fast corners up here, I get stuck behind a bloody car. I'm going to wait down there. Wait for him to go. And then what I'm going to do is practice a few corners. But like I say, because the weather sucks today, there's not much chance of me doing any speed, shall we say. Even though this road is 60 miles an hour, I'm not going to hit it because it's just not worth the risk. So a bit of fun on the corners. These are really fast ones, but they can get you can take them all at 60, but they're to get your how can we say, confidence back up after sucking. Like I say, the speed limit's 60, so that's as fast as I'm going. Now there is a sharp one just here, but again it can be taken at 60. I'm taking it a little bit less because of the weather today. But this one is a bit sharp, and it's got gravel usually on it. That's okay. So we're through. But my positioning and everything is absolutely terrible. But like I say, this is mainly caused by myself riding uptown. So for the last couple of months, all I've been doing is riding in really heavy traffic. But it is bloody typical. I get up really early on a Sunday morning to come out riding, and it rains. So let's go and just have a look around. What else has happened? Well, I've just come back from a holiday. So I've been to the States, and I went and stayed in San Francisco and Los Angeles, right on Hollywood Boulevard, which was a bit of a surreal place. Highlight of it being going to Universal Studios, where they've got this great, well I wouldn't say great, but you can tour around See how wet the surface is. You can tour around Universal Studios and then have a look at where they make all the movies and stuff like that. And it's quite amazing to see it is relatively a fairly small plot they have when you consider the size of the States and how much free space is around. And they make so many movies actually in that vicinity. But the highlight of it, I say, was the tour, but not necessarily the tour, it's what happens on the tour. There are a few animatronics which I found a bit boring, the wife thought were great, which I may, if I can, slot them into this video.
And action! That is some good special effects work out.
But the bit I really liked was the 360 degree King Kong bit. It's the trolley bus, or whatever you want to call it, the tour bus you're riding on, goes into this warehouse. And you know it's the King Kong bit because you see the posters and that coming up. So, but unless you've seen it before, it's quite stunning. And so it goes all dark, you go inside, and suddenly the screens, and I say screen, but it is just one big 360 degree screen that, you know, covers the entire trolley bus you're on. So anywhere you look you can see, you know, the movie playing. Let's go down here because I've never done it. I want to see what's down here. Maybe I shouldn't have come down here. But anyway, like I said, I've never been down this road, so it might be hell, it might be nice. So I'm going to take it easy. But yeah, the screens are like 360 degrees. And as it all starts, you're completely immersed in the action, shall we say. And the trolley bus like shakes and vibrates as King Kong jumps on top of it. And whoa! Nearly got a squirrel. The trolley bus shakes and vibrates as King Kong jumps on top of it, and then dinosaurs come along and there's a big battle and all this lot. But it is really good. Sorry, YouTube it, do a search for Universal Studios and King Kong and you'll get videos of it. If you plan to go to Universal Studios one day, don't YouTube it, you know, because it'll ruin it for you. But if you never plan to go, have a look. Even the videos on YouTube are pretty cool, you know, but they don't give you obviously the 360 or the 3D, because it's actually in 3D as well. But it is pretty amazing stuff. And why did I choose this road? It's just a gravel pit. The hell? It's a Christmas tree farm. Yeah. See all that? That's like Christmas trees. Obviously what they're doing is growing them all and ready for Christmas, and they chop them all down and they sell them at the side of the road, and also be the ones that go, you know, you see in all the supermarkets and stuff outside.